Mounting concern over the spread of the coronavirus after a spike of cases in Italy, South Korea, and Iran. The head of the World Health Organization is speaking out.
WHO has declared this outbreak a public health emergency of international concern.
How multiple new outbreaks are contributing to fears this could become a pandemic.
A fire rips through an apartment building in Midtown. We'll tell you what started the fire this morning.
Plus, we've got our eyes on the skies this afternoon and for Live Radar as meteorologist Brandon Rue is tracking substantial snow headed to our direction. We'll tell you when it will impact you. And that breaking news that we are following for you right now is out of New York City. Harvey Weinstein is found guilty of criminal sexual act in the first degree and rape in the third degree. Weinstein had previously denied all the allegations of sexual misconduct, insisting any sexual encounters were consensual. We are monitoring this for you. We'll bring you any new updates as they come into our newsroom. Also breaking at this hour from Wall Street now, the stock market is down, and we do mean way down, and so are stock exchanges in many parts of the world. This is a live look at the big board right now in the Dow Jones Industrials average, which has been down more than 800 points, actually more than 900 points since early this morning. The Dow opened the day's trading down nearly 1,000 points. Market analysts say that the main concern is the effect of the coronavirus and how the negative impact it has had on China's economy could spread around the world. Stock exchanges in Asia and Europe are also down today. Billionaire investor Warren Buffett said today the coronavirus impact is, quote, scary stuff. But he says that he remains confident in the future of the economy. Let's take a look at where the coronavirus crisis stands right now, though. The new virus is targeting more countries around the world, in fact. Experts now saying that the world has reached a tipping point to prevent a global pandemic after a surge of cases outside of China. The outbreak has killed at least 12 people in Iran. That is the largest number of coronavirus-linked deaths outside of China. At least 61 people there have tested positive for the virus. In the meantime, South Korea is reporting hundreds of new infections. The nation's total is at more than 800 cases with 7 deaths. In Europe, Italy is working to contain a spike in cases. Italian authorities are reporting more than 200 cases and at least 5 deaths. Molly Hunter has this report from Milan.
Italy is a nation on high alert. 50,000 people in the north told to stay at home, creating virtual ghost towns. 5,000 miles from the epicenter in China, Italy has the 5th most cases in the world. The sudden spike leading Italy's prime minister to take what he calls dramatic measures. Trains now being inspected at the border with Austria, the Venice Carnival cut short. And a stark image for the end of Milan's Fashion Week. Here, Giorgio Armani holding his runway show in an empty theater. Meanwhile, South Korea has now raised its coronavirus alert to the highest level. Its president saying the country faces a grave turning point with 7 dead and nearly 800 confirmed cases. And aboard the ill-fated Diamond Princess cruise ship in Japan, a 3rd passenger has now died, an 80-year-old Japanese man. 14 Americans who tested positive for coronavirus were allowed to return back to the U.S. from the Diamond Princess last week. Fears of the virus spreading have sparked a backlash from some states receiving evacuees. The city of Costa Mesa in California filing a temporary restraining order against setting up a quarantine site at a state hospital there.
We're a compassionate community, but we are not going to continue to be the place where everybody drops off their crises.
Here in Milan, not a lot of people are wearing face masks. When we landed in the airport, no one took my temperature, no one asked about my travel history in the last 24 days. But that is, of course, the big fears that this outbreak in Italy could spread beyond the borders. Molly Hunter, NBC News, Milan, Italy.
All right, thank you, Molly. In the meantime, hundreds of people here in Michigan are being monitored for their coronavirus. The State Department of Health and Human Services said on Saturday that they are monitoring 325 people, and they are all considered medium risk. They have all either been to mainland China in the past 2 weeks, or they were passengers on a cruise ship with a confirmed coronavirus case. No one is in quarantine. We should point that out. The state says that that is because they were not deemed high risk during their screening process. And we're following breaking news out of Germany now. Police there saying that a man drove into a crowd of people who were watching a carnival procession, and this person apparently drove through this crowd of people intentionally. Several dozen people were hurt, among them some seriously, some children. Some of the injuries were life-threatening, we're told. The driver, however, is in police custody. Also breaking at this hour, Katherine Johnson, a mathematician who worked on NASA's early space missions and was portrayed in the film Hidden Figures about pioneering black female aerospace workers, has died. In a tweet, the space agency said that it celebrates her legacy of excellence in breaking down racial and social barriers. Johnson was one of the so-called computers who calculated rocket trajectories and Earth orbits by hand. This was during NASA's early years. In 1961, Johnson worked on the first mission to carry an American into space. She was 101 years old. Let's turn our attention to the forecast now on our Monday afternoon, I should say, as we take a live look outside for you through our Detroit Skycam. Meteorologist Bryant, despite the spring-like weather we saw yesterday, I understand that you're tracking a wintry mix that's expected to move through when?
It will be coming our way later tonight, but really the main event will be Tuesday night into Wednesday. Live look here from Ann Arbor, and look at this, 44, a popular number. That's what we have at Romulus at Metro Airport. Also in Ann Arbor, it is 44 Pontiac and 41 Adrian, but the winds are on the calm side. We have temperatures just going up a degree or two with increasing clouds, but dry conditions, middle 40s for the rest of the day. Now, we could see some light showers down our extreme south zone through the afternoon, but really the dry air is winning out here. We expect more moisture to slide in here later this evening, probably after 7 or 8 p.m. Mainly rain, but could be a little wintry mix as well. And then again, Tuesday night into Wednesday, what could be pretty big snowstorm, and we'll detail how much coming up.
Brandon, thank you. The other big story that we are following is developing this afternoon. You might remember that fire on Brainerd Street from earlier this morning. It's right near 2nd Avenue in Detroit's Midtown neighborhood. Well, what you're looking at here is video from the scene, and we're told that that fire impacted an apartment building. Our Coco McAvoy has been following this story for us all morning long. She joins us now live this afternoon. And Coco, do you have any idea how the fire started?
Yes, good afternoon, Evrod. The fire chief says the fire started in the top corner unit here, and he says it's because of an illegal marijuana grow operation. The Brainerd Apartments in Midtown on fire this morning. Flames ripping through the top corner unit. The heavy smoke sending neighbors from other nearby apartments outside.
Then I heard the fire trucks passing by on Cass, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, this is close. I look outside and I see the smoke, and I'm like, all right, I need to see what's going on. Fire
crews say a grow operation is to blame.
A plant marijuana weed factory in a residential building.
It was a scary situation for residents living in the building, awakened by the smoke and flames.
I saw like all the flames and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I really hope it doesn't spread like throughout the whole thing.
But fortunately, everyone made it out of the building safely. And fire crews are investigating to find out who is responsible for the marijuana grow operation. We'll keep you updated. Reporting live this afternoon, I'm Coco McAvoy, Local 4.
All righty, Coco, thank you for the update there. Developing right now, investigators are continuing to work around the clock to get alleged serial murderer Kenyelle Brown off the streets. There is a $10,000 reward that's being offered to help police catch the man seen here on your screen. He is armed and obviously dangerous. On Saturday, police connected him to a 6th murder in Highland Park. He's also connected to 2 murders in Detroit and 3 in River Rouge. If you see him, call 911 immediately. All right, so there's new information this afternoon on a Saturday night stabbing attack right near the campus of Central Michigan University. 3 people there were hurt in that stabbing. It was at Wayside Bar. It's in Mount Pleasant. The university officials say that 2 students who were injured are in stable condition at this hour. A suspect was taken into custody early Sunday, but that suspect has not been identified just yet. The university says there's no ongoing threat to the community. Some students say that they're concerned, not fearful.
I mean, I always need to be cautious and aware of my surroundings, but I'm not gonna stop going places I love because I'm scared.
A university spokesperson says the suspect in custody is a CMU student. Right now, there's no word on when charges will be filed. A celebration of life for Kobe and Gianna Bryant will happen at the Staples Center in Los Angeles in about an hour. The Staples Center, which is also affectionately known as the house that Kobe built, It's where the basketball legend spent most of his 20-year NBA career playing for the Lakers. The date of the memorial itself, 2/24/20, has a special significance in that it represents Gianna and Kobe's jersey numbers, with 20 representing both the amount of years that he spent as a Laker and how long he and his wife Vanessa were together.
New at noon.
Still to come here at noon, Democratic presidential candidates are on the move after voters caucused in the First in the West contest Saturday. We'll tell you what's on tap for them this week. Plus, President Trump begins his maiden trip to India. We'll tell you what happened so far in the Asian country when we come back.